Hey folks, Pastor Stephen from Guilford Park Presbyterian Church, again welcoming you to join us this upcoming Sunday at 10 for worship. We will continue our sermon series, New Year, Same Promises. Last week we had a wonderful worship service where we explored God's promise of blessing, journeying through the Beatitudes through the lens of the problem of the lack of affordable health care in this country and what that means when we practice our moral imagination to imagine a world where everyone has the access that they need to affordable health care. This week, we will go to the passage immediately after that passage. This will be Matthew 5:13 through 20. It's the next section of what we commonly refer to as the Sermon on the Mount. We'll journey through God's promise of guidance. I'm guessing that you feel like me, that you've had times in your life that you've kind of felt like a boat without a rudder, kind of wondering, God, what is it that you are calling me to do? What's the direction that I'm supposed to be taking, that the neighborhood is supposed to be taking, maybe even that our nation is taking? We want to know where it is that God is calling us to. So we'll talk about God's promise of guidance, and we'll journey through two texts. One will be Psalm 112. If you get a chance, go ahead and read through it in preparation for worship on Sunday. And then the other text will be that Matthew 5 passage where Jesus says something very peculiar. He says, I'm calling you to be the salt of the earth. Now, I don't know if you've ever been called salty, and it's be a good thing, but that is what Jesus is calling us to do. He's calling us to be salty people. And then not only does he say, I'm calling you to be salt of the earth, but also the light of the world. So we're going to journey through that and see what that has to inform us in how God is guiding us as a people, as a congregation, and as a community. Worship has been wonderful and energetic lately. The worship committee voted unanimously a week or two ago to recommend to the session that we continue having this one blended worship service for the time being because it's going so well. The feedback that we've gotten from the congregation is that they love having a sanctuary that feels full and energetic, and congregational singing is just wonderful because there's so many folks. So we decided we're going to stick with this for the time being. We will reassess our needs in October, but the session voted unanimously to approve that recommendation. So that's what we're going to stick with for now. I personally really love seeing the full diversity of this congregation in one service with the Yes Choir, with the traditional choir. We try to have a really good blend of casual and traditional, and I think it's working out really well for us. Thanks be to God. So we welcome you to join us. There's a place for you in the neighborhood right here at Guilford Park Presbyterian Church. So God bless you and your family. Hope you'll have a wonderful week and weekend, and we'll see you here on Sunday. Bye, all.